Right, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ed and Lady D Show, and we are coming to you live from the My Brother's Keeper Initiative here at Miller Grove High School. And if you have not been here, you have missed out, but there's still time. You got a few more minutes left, and we just wanted to take a moment to speak with a couple of the individuals that are part of one of the sponsor groups, the 100 Black Men at DEKALB. To my right here, we got Brother Dale Walker, the man on the membership mission. And then we got Brother Andre Dees over here, recent joiner of the 100 Black Men, been in a couple of classes. But I just wanted to have the opportunity to allow these gentlemen to pour into us, the Ed and Lady D audience. The 100 Black Men do amazing things all the time, but the specialness of this event today, one of the most hot and amazing events to hit the Atlanta metro area in a while. Tell me what excites. We're gonna start with beauty first. We'll come back to age. So Andre, talk to me.
Well, one of the things is great because of the fact that we got, almost 1,000 kids here really participating in all these breakout sessions, and you got powerful men and some women really just pouring in just some powerful knowledge in regards to whether it's mentoring, leadership. We got an awesome network series that's going on over there, some health and wellness pieces. But for the most part, it's just good to see kids out on a Saturday and really, trying to make a difference. T.I. was great this morning. Keenan was great this morning in regards to some of the guest speakers. I just, like I said, this is my first event with the 100. But I'm full.
You're full.
I'm full.
You're full.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I am as well. I mean, my seam's about to burst. Yeah. So Dale, likewise, what's on your mind? What's on your heart with regard to this amazing event, the My Brother's Keeper Initiative?
Well, Ed, first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing us as the 100 Black Men at DEKALB to step out at one time and say and voice our opinion of what is really happening here. As we sit here and notice the decline in what is considered the life of the African American, we have found an inspiration just by seeing the kids that are here. Seeing some of these kids that have matriculated through some rough times, through knowing the codes for criminal activities, 911 and everything, to now understanding calculus and physics and just general philosophy. It's just great and rewarding to see that happening here.
Absolutely.
And what's really wild and impressive is the amount of African American men that are showing their face in this place. And we want to thank you for taking the time out to spend with us. And as Andre knows, is that being a director at the YMCA, and what's that chapter? Where is that?
We're at Wade Walker. I'm the regional membership director and sports director at the Wade Walker Park Family YMCA in South DeKalb YMCA. So
the South DeKalb YMCA.
And that, if I can just say that one of the health and wellness factor in terms of the 4 factors of the 100 Black Men, that's what we're looking for. We're approaching people, and we're just glad to be there. Thanks, Ed.
Hey, man, thank you guys. Dale, the membership monster, Andre, YMCA, health and wellness and fitness. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time out. Thank you for your continuous engagement with our males in our community. And like I always tell people, the rent that we pay to be here is our service to others. And you guys are the epitome of that. And what's going to really be amazing is not just how awesome this event is, but the follow-on activities that are going to naturally fall out of it. Because I had one little kid come up that I interviewed earlier. He said this is going to help him to be a better leader. Wow. And that was worth the price of admission right there, was to hear that young man articulate without coercion, without any sort of enticement, but to say with boldness and confidence that he's looking forward as a result of this confidence to go out and be a leader. Right. And that's what the 100 represents, nurtures, and it also pours into the people that we interact with. Is that not right?
That is correct.
All right, gentlemen, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to your continued service, and thank you guys. Love y'all, man.
All right.
Hey, this is Ed Womack, the Life Transformer from Ed and Lady D Show. And we're going to keep it moving as we continue to cover the absolute amazing happenings here at the My Brother's Keeper Initiative that's going on. I'm going to try and get me a couple of more people up in here. All right, thanks, Andre. Thank you so much. Lady D, what's crack-a-lacking? We've been hitting them off and on. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was over there networking and, connecting, correcting, and climbing.
Absolutely.
Trying to make this thing happen, but I'm just enjoying myself.
Absolutely enjoy. And see, a lot of people think that this is just a male event. So from a female perspective, tell me the energy that you're feeling, the things that you're seeing and observing as you're hanging out, connecting and correcting.
Okay, ladies, I got to be honest with you now. It is a men event. You know what I mean? It's a lot of men out here, but they're all positive. And that's the great thing about it. You find a lot of men in one place on one accord, doing something great, doing something positive. And it's amazing. And the thing is, they're all dressed nice.
They absolutely
Everybody's sharp. You know, everybody on their A game. So from being a woman, of course, the only one over here at the SRA Network table, is just been amazing. And we got a young brother, so I'm gonna let Ed go ahead and bring the young brother on.
Finish your thought, lady.
Oh, okay.
Finish your
And
thought.
just, being in the midst of this environment is, again, a lot of men. Everybody's dressed nice. Everybody on point. Prime example, my brother Ed was on point. But it has just been extraordinary. I've met some great people and made some connections. And you need to be here. If you're not here, you need to be here. And it's a lot of information. Good stuff. So you should come out. Now, we got to bring up a young brother. Come on, Ed. Bring him on up. You guys can come on. I'm done.
Absolutely. Hey, Lady D. So come on up in here, Xavier. Huh? Get Dad in as well. Come on in here, Dad. So again, we are here live, and we just got the opportunity to pull Xavier and his dad McClennan over. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by and taking a moment to hang out with the Ed and Lady D show. So just tell me, and that was so awesome, because when I reached out to shake this brother's hand, I got that firm return, and I was like, yeah, somebody's doing something right at home. So Dad, thank you so much. But Xavier, tell me what you're getting out of today.
Today I got a lot of information, a lot of different perspectives on mentality and ways to think and how to handle certain situations as far as police and growing up as a man. So I got a lot of information today.
All right. So, I mean, it's kind of early on a Saturday morning.
Yes, sir.
Was that a problem for you today? Or?
Oh, not at all. I get up actually 6 o'clock every morning, Monday through Friday. So this is a normal thing for me.
This is normal for you.
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's what's happening. And I love,
sir.
the articulation, the firm handshake. So that only means that he's seen something of substance. And I think I got a sneaky suspicion that they came from this gentleman standing to our right here. So, Brother McClennan, talk to us today about your experience, and then also what it's been like being engaged in Xavier's life.
Well, he's 22 at this point, and, I'm very proud of my son in terms of what he's accomplished, in his young life thus far. Naturally, as a dad, we had to go through a period of time of adjustment, maturity for him, but he's found a path that's working for him. And me and his mother very pleased with that. Today's experience was more so about him being able to see where he used to be versus where he's at now in terms of the direction, decision-making, problem-solving skills that he's accomplished over the course of time since he finished high school in 2011. But we've been to these kind of events before. I used to be the director of a fatherhood program here at DEKALB Tech in DeKalb County. So DeKalb is very dear to my heart anyway. But when President Obama proposed the My Brother's Keeper, it sort of followed in the track of what the fatherhood movement was about previously. And I'm glad to see that it's capturing the imagination of folks again. And then I've seen a lot of former colleagues. I just saw Reverend Brown over here, who has an excellent program for guys getting out of prison. We worked together over the years, over like 10 years. A couple other programs. Just met Janice Matthews, who I listen to on the radio all the time. So, chance to just get back involved with the DEKALB a little bit. We live in Gwinnett County, but we're only about 10 minutes from DEKALB.
Right.
So, this sort of gets our energy and our batteries recharged anytime we come to DEKALB. And, for him, it's a chance like he's doing to promote his program as well and get folks to know that they're working with minority youth, young black men in particular.
Okay.
He's about to go help turn a vacant lot into a garden or something with their program.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. So hold on, Xavier. Drop that yourself, brother. Promote yourself.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm right now part of a program called Year Up Atlanta, where our mission is to close the opportunity divide for urban young adults by providing us with the skills, experience, and support that's going to empower us to reach our potential through professional careers and higher education. So right now, they're just we have an L&D phase that I'm part of, where they teach us not only IT skills, but soft skills as well, like firm handshakes, how to articulate yourself, how to pronunciate your words, how to dress for success. I have to dress up every day, Monday through Friday, in a suit.
I love it.
So it's a really good, healthy program. And then not only it's a paying program,
Okay.
We get paid $250 every 2 weeks. That stipend that's their investment in us for being part of the program.
Okay.
After the first 21 weeks, then they set us up with an internship with some of their partners that they have, like Microsoft, Google, Comcast, Facebook, some of their really big partners.
Okay.
They give us an IT internship, and 98% of them who finish the IT internship actually get hired afterwards at these IT technical fields. So
that's paid internship.
Paid internship. Yes, sir. So you don't need any kind of college experience at all, just a high school diploma and a willingness to learn, and it's a really good program.
Wow. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all.
Yes, sir. It's a lot, and it's free to join.
He's one of the ambassadors at the school. They picked him as
and a fine representative indeed.
Thank you, sir.
On tour of the facility, you know.
I see why you proud, but I want to hold on, and I want to come back to that because I wanted to stop you when you made the statement that you're proud of your son.
Oh, yeah.
That is so significant and so huge to have your father say something like that about you.
Sir.
And I'm saying that from a personal perspective, or kind of a selfish perspective, because it took me far too long in my life to hear that from my dad.
Right.
And as a result of that absence, I took some poor turns in life. I'm back from Broken now, which is the book I wrote.
Okay.
But a large part of my brokenness was the absence of being able to hear such awesome, man, that's that, if nothing else that you've said today, that compliment you just paid your son was phenomenal. So I want to commend you for that.
Actually, that's a family tradition.
Okay.
I'm a daddy's boy.
Okay.
You know, and I was also partially raised by his father, my granddad.
Okay.
When I got to be a teenager, I went to live with his father.
Okay.
You know, from New York to South Carolina.
Okay.
So I got that old school grounding. Pops put it on me when I was younger.
Right.
Granddaddy put it on me some more when I got to be a young man.
Yes, sir.
But when I had my own to raise,
you just trickled down.
He'll tell you, and he can quote my granddaddy's teachings.
Okay.
To call it.
That's what's up. So that's what's up.
That's something that I felt obligated. He has a younger sister that's 12, almost 13.
Okay.
You know, so I'm trying to pass that on to him.
No. You have done so. It's obvious. And Xavier,
thank you, sir.
It is so refreshing to stand next to somebody like yourself. I'm serious, and I want to hopefully connect. Don't you guys run out. I need to seriously grab some information from you.
Yes, sir.
I just started a movement called Man Rise Up. Okay. And not only do our youth need mentors, some of us older people need mentors as well.
Yes, sir.
And so I'd love to connect with you and be able to converse and see about how to grow the Man Rise Up movement. Because what I'm looking to have are individuals such as Xavier in leadership capacities, empower them so they understand the mindset of entrepreneurship, the importance of being able to interact with one another in a positive and collaborative way in STEM.
Right.
I'm an IT professional too for over 20 years. Okay. That's why you just hit a whole bunch of buttons
yes,
over here. Aside from the firm handshake, your ability to articulate, and the awesome support of a dad, bro, you ain't got nothing but win in your future.
I'm hoping for it. Yes, sir.
Nothing but. So tell me how people can connect with you.
You can connect with me through my email, xavierbradley80@gmail.com, or my Europe email, which is xbradley@atl.europe.org. That's the best way to reach me.
Okay, awesome. And that?
For myself, my email address is kennethmcclennan@ymail.com or at gmail.com. And I'm also on Facebook as Kenneth McClennan at Facebook.
Kenneth McClennan. Yeah. Kenneth Xavier. Man,
yes, sir.
This has by far been one of my favorite interviews. Honest to goodness, because it ain't nothing like a father's love, man.
Yes, sir.
And to have your father present and to publicly say how proud he is of you, man, that's huge. You guys don't run away. Seriously, I want to catch up with you guys and exchange some information and give you both a copy of my book, and so we can hopefully continue to connect, correct, and climb.
Yes,
all right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Be good, man. Wow. Hold up, y'all. I don't know what's hitting you all, but I'm gonna tell you the honest to goodness truth. That was worth the entire investment of being here today. That was worth being able to understand what my brother's keeper is all about. To have a dad praise his son publicly and without reservation, without hesitation, and the genuineness of it, and then to be able to see it backed up by what that son was able to articulate for himself, the things he's engaged in. Man, this My Brother's Keeper initiative is amazing. And again, on the Ed and Lady D show, we are connecting, correcting, and climbing. And I want to get Lady D back up in here because we are about to wrap things up for this event today. And it's been just amazing. Lady D, did you overhear that last interview?
I could hear part of it. I'm sitting by the registration table, so
Oh
you know
my
the traffic
God.
is already crazy over there.
Right. But that father-son duo.
I saw that.
Oh my God. I'm okay with saying that I'm emotionally moved by that. Because to have that dad stand here and openly praise his son
Wow.
was something in my life that was absent for a long time that caused me to arrive at that brokenness.
Right.
That by the grace of God I'm back, but at this young age to hear that man in his life and to have the things that he's pouring into him, it just really sets the tone and the foundation of what My Brother's Keeper is all about.
And you know what? Just from a female perspective, seeing these men here,
Okay.
and the fathers here says a lot, because the little girls need their fathers.
Absolutely.
And they got to rise up. You got to show up.
Yeah.
And then it's like a snowball effect.
Absolutely.
Because when a little girl doesn't have a father, a decent father, put it that way.
How about it?
And then they pick the wrong guys. The wrong guys don't have a good father, so they're picking the wrong girls. It's just a cycle. And I think to stop that vicious cycle, events like this are important. So you guys have to attend and support the mentoring events. Any type of, I know they had camps out here, people who were dancing. I mean, it's just anything in your community that empowers the youth, you have to promote it.
You got to do it. And the beauty is that it's not just a today thing.
Right. It's an everyday thing.
It's an everyday thing. And there's so many programs. There's so many activities to get engaged in. We've heard plea after plea after plea for mentorship.
Right.
If you're sitting out there and you're wondering, what can I do? Come find out. Right. You heard from Miss Caroline on May 29th and 30th. She's holding an orientation. If you're on the fence and you're not quite sure if you are a mentor, come on out and find out. A statistic we shared last week when we were talking with Cornelia Stafford, the president of 100 Black Men, was saying that 2/3 of men, was it 2/3 or 1/3? I don't remember. 2/3 of men disqualify themselves as being eligible as mentors before even stepping out and giving it a shot. So we at the Ed and Lady D show, we encourage you, not only connect, correct, and climb, but get engaged, be involved. Come pour that gift that can only come from you into somebody else's life. You see, because what I've come to understand that a lot of us allow the negative talk to prevent us from moving forward. Right. The negative talk prevents us from being the gentlemen and the giants that we are. Right. And so I'm just so delightful. And again, I want to go on record and thank you, Lady D, for making that drive to come down to the ATL. I hope it was worth it for you. Just getting to hang out. Whenever we get to kick it, we do so multiple times a week. But to kick it in person is just even more special. And for those of you out there in Ed and Lady D land, we want to thank you, thank you, thank you. And to our Survival Radio Network family for supporting us in this magnificent event. Again, we thank you guys for pouring into us on the Saturday.
This is more than this. This is more than an event. This is a movement, not a moment. A moment is only 60 seconds. Right. A client of mine shared it with me the other day. Do you want a moment or do you want a movement?
Ooh.
We want a movement.
Expound on that a little bit.
It was powerful when she said that.
That was powerful.
She said a moment is only 60 seconds.
Okay.
That's it. It's over.
It's over.
But that movement is repetitive moments propelling you forward. Ooh. And when she said that, it was such a profound statement. And I hope she's watching because I told her I was going to take that. But think about that. A movement keeps going. And that's what we want you to do. Not just this event. We want you at all the events. We want you mentoring. We want this to be a way of life. Not just, I felt good on Saturday and I'm going to come out. No. Every day, you should think about how you can pour into the life of somebody else. It could be a simple hello or Ed, good job.
Right.
Just to propel somebody forward. It is a movement, not a moment.
That is amazing.
Not a moment.
Man, you know what? And I think we got time for one more. Do we got time for one more quick one? So I want to get a couple people up in here.
We got a lot of people walking by. One more second, guys. We just got all kinds of people here. Trying to get them on the interview, trying to get them in front of the camera. We're just trying to get everything done before we start wrapping up. But again, Ed and I are a part of a movement, and we are pleading with you. The SRA Network family is pleading with you. That's why they're here. Oh, sorry, we slide out the way. Yeah, we got to come on in. We're pleading with you to join this movement. So I'm going to scoot out the way so they can interview one more gentleman.
All right. So Lady D, come on back up in here. Brother Hank, you can come in the middle here. Come in the middle here. See, we can't.
Put all that beauty in the middle.
I know, absolutely, absolutely. And so we are, the Ed and Lady D show is delighted and honored to have with us one of the icons of service. And I'm not gonna put you on a pedestal because I know you're a servant leader, and so I know that you're not about the exposure, the glitz. You're a man of service, and that's why it took us so long to get him today because he's been running around trying to make things happen. But Brother Hank Steward of the Hank Steward Foundation, I had the pleasure of meeting very recently, but it seems like at Career Day,
right.
But it seems like we've known each other,
Forever.
and we will get to know each other better.
Exactly.
But Brother Steward, help the people of the Ed and Lady D show understand why do you do what you do, and how, especially as it relates to the My Brother's Keeper initiative.
You know, Dr. King has a quote that says, if you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. But recognize he or she who's greatest among you should be a servant. That's the new definition of greatness. And by giving the definition of greatness, it means everyone can be great because everyone can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve.
Right.
You don't have to make your subject and verbs degree to serve. You don't have to know Plato or Aristotle or Einstein theory of relativity or the second theory of thermodynamics and physics. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love, and you too can be that servant. So I think I just tried to, and it's biblical. Absolutely. It's about giving.
Right.
You know, it really isn't. I think if it's always about you, let me say it again. If it's always about you,
I like that.
let me say it one more time. If it's always about you, then you need to look in the mirror.
Absolutely.
You know, so I mean, I don't want any accolades. I'm just trying to do my part. You know what I mean? That's all. It's just trying to do my part.
And you know, and that's the thing that encouraged me because as we work through the Ed and Lady D show, one of our taglines, or our primary tagline, is connect, correct, and climb. And it's all about service because we firmly believe as well that the rent we pay to be here is our service to others.
Who says that? I think Malcolm X said that your rent is a service.
Malcolm, it was Malcolm, I believe.
Exactly right.
And the thing that I so much admire about yourself, and I know you don't do it for the accolades, but it's like every time I come out to serve, you're there. As I look at social media and the different activities that are going on in the community, you're there. As I look at the school system and the career days, he's there.
Right.
And the beauty of it is he's always got a smile on his face, and a smile that comes through his very presence.
Wow.
Even when you're not looking at it. And he did a poem, and I don't know if you can remember the one you did at Columbia. Well, I know you remember it, but the one you did at Columbia about I'm mad. I'm mad.
And MAD is an acronym for making a difference.
Making a difference.
I'm mad. I'm emotionally, but the acronym is I'm making a difference.
Making a difference.
And so, matter of fact, I just did it for the kids in there.
Did you? I'm sorry.
But that's no problem. But let me just back up and say this. Dr. King also, I'm a King fanatic, and I love a good quote. And he said, in the end, I'll remember not the voice of my enemies, but the silence of my friends.
Wow. I like that one.
In the end, I'll remember not the voice of my enemies, but the silence of my friends. And so we got too many issues going on right now, and too many good people are silent.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know, we got too many good people on the sideline. Who was it? Emmett Burr said the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men and women to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you start looking at all those quotes, what the common denominator is service.
Right.
It's doing something.
It's doing something.
You know,
absolutely.
let's just take it biblical. I was hungry and you fed me not.
Right. Right.
I was sick and you didn't come and see about me. I was in prison, you didn't come and visit me. I was hungry and you didn't feed me.
Right.
Service. You with me?
Service.
And so we can't get this thing confused. It's not about you, it's about how much you give.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know?
Exactly.
So
and one of the pieces of literature that I used to read when I was on my journey of recovery, which I'm still on my journey of recovery,
we all are.
that we only keep what we have by giving it away.
Exactly right.
Wow.
Exactly right.
And a lot of us in our culture don't get that. You know,
Right.
we don't understand that in order to keep the little few things that we've been given
give it away.
that are temporary on this planet, on this earth, we can't take them with us.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to give them away anyway.
And I feel better.
We feel better. It does. And you know, Della Toro once said that we're the aspirin to cure somebody else's headache.
Right.
How long are you going
I
to let
love
them
it.
suffer?
Right.
I got another one for you. Stokely Carmichael said, it is the responsibility of the conscious to make the unconscious conscious of their unconscious behavior. Let me say it again. It is the responsibility of the conscious to make the unconscious conscious of their unconscious behavior. Well, somebody might not understand what I'm saying, so let me break it down.
It is
the responsibility. It is the responsibility of those who get it to help those who don't get it, because those who don't get it don't realize they don't get it.
They
Right.
don't get it.
I like that one.
You with me?
Yeah.
And so that's what our responsibility is, to help people get it.
Man, you got to help him get it.
Gotta help him.
Hank,
But you know
I know
what?
you got to.
Well,
Go
okay,
ahead,
wait,
Lady
don't
D.
leave.
Go ahead, Lady
Y'all
D.
saying all the quotes. Y'all didn't let me get one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, it was the gentleman earlier, the older gentleman, the international studies guy.
Right.
Older, he came up here and he said something so profound, and it was in so few words.
Okay.
He said the only thing you can give away and still have is knowledge.
Hmm.
And he was like, you can empower so many
Now,
people.
that's bad.
He
That is
said
bad.
the
That
only
is
thing
bad.
you can give away
And still have it.
still
And still have
have
it.
is
It's
knowledge.
Wow.
And
Hold on.
I mean, that's why we're here today.
That's
Wow,
locked in the
wow.
middle
All
of
of us.
the
Well,
All of us
I
are here
think
today.
I tell you, this is amazing. We had well over 1,500 students to
Wow.
register, parents and students.
Okay.
We've had some great speakers. Judge Penny Brown Reynolds is actually inside speaking now. We had the Congressman Hank Johnson. We got Janice Mathis and Tommy Dorch and so many really, really good people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Taking time. That's the one thing you can't get back from somebody when they give you your time.
Right.
You can never get that back. You can
Exactly.
you can get money back, you can get a house back,
You can't get
but
time
you can't
back.
get time back.
Can't get it.
And so when they give you, that's the most valuable thing somebody can give you. And so we appreciate their time. And these kids and these are our children.
These are our
Right.
children.
So we've got to make sure that we're taking care of our children.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so I'm excited. So again, this is not about Hank Stewart.
Not
This
at
is
all.
about Hank Stewart doing his part. in
Yes,
this
sir.
thing
Exactly.
like that. So
And we love you for doing
No,
that.
thank you.
We,
I love
we
you.
honor
love
you,
you back. I appreciate that.
and we're humbled
No, I
to be in
appreciate
your
you,
presence.
man.
Likewise.
Thank you for what all that you all do.
Likewise, Hank.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You have a good one.
I look forward to
And
it.
we're going to continue to be connected.
Oh, I know-
Looking
I know
forward to
we
that
don't have
Lennon
no choice.
event.
Oh, that's gonna be big.
That's going to be big.
Now,
Can you
here's the
tell
difference.
folk how to connect with
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Phone
Hank,
number, email.
HankStewart.net. It's real simple. Just go to HankStewart.net. If you just Google Hank Stewart, HankStewart, we have a 3-day event. It starts on Friday and it goes nonstop until Sunday.
Okay.
City Council President Caesar Mitchell and a guy by the name of Eric Harrison, who's the president of National Black MBA, and Ms. Kathy Warren. They're going to kick it off with a white linen mixer,
Oh, that's
and it's going to go
nice.
nonstop until we got a big name artist. We're trying to get the contract signed, and we do that. It's going to sell out. It's at the Marriott Marquis,
You in
and
it, Jack?
it's on July 31st, August 1st, and 2nd.
Okay.
$89 room rate. We've already sold out most of our rooms.
Right.
So it's going to be, but the key to that is every dime that we raise goes to our foundation.
Yep.
Right.
Because our
Which is
kids,
doing great
yeah,
things.
and we don't, and our kids don't pay any. A child don't pay anything. We send a student as a delegate with Congressman John Lewis for the 50th anniversary on Selma.
Yep.
But our kids have financial literacy classes, health and wellness classes,
Wow.
and they don't pay a dime for anything. And,
Right.
and so that's what those dollars are raised for.
And that's why I wanted to make certain that our audience of the Ed and Lady D show were being able to be exposed and aware of the awesome work that you're doing as part of the service that you continue to do.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping by and giving us some of your time,
Thank you.
and we'll connect again.
And the only thing you can give away and still have is
Knowledge.
Yep.
Hello. All right, thanks, man.
All
Wow.
right, Ed. I'm
Can-
telling you, we got some quotes to take back. Some
The only
stuff we
thing
didn't
you can
have
give away
and still have
is
knowledge.
Lord
When
Jesus,
he
hold
said
on.
that,
Wow.
it's like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't think of no better way to close this thing
Right.
out than a man of service like Hank Stewart. Lady D,
I got nothing else.
I don't have anything else. And I mean, as always, we got to leave them with our signature stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and hit them. Well, no, I'm going to go let Lady go first. Just go and give us some closing remarks.
I just want to say today was a phenomenal event. I'm proud to be a part of a movement and not a moment. And I'm pleading for you guys to jump on the bandwagon and join the moment as Ed and I continue to utilize the Ed and Lady D's platform to connect, correct, and climb. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass it to my brother to do my favorite closing. You know, I'm trying to adopt it and everything. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and close, and you guys gonna see me mouth it because one day he's not gonna be here, and I'm gonna do it right. And y'all gonna be, Facebooking and messaging me, and I got that from Ed. So I need y'all to know that, okay?
Hey, y'all, in the Ed and Lady D show land, again, we want to thank you. And normally, you can connect with us every single Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern at 347-989-8385, or you can connect with us online at edladydshow.com. And as always, good, better, best. We can't let it rest until our good is our better and our better is our best. And we'll see you at the top now because the bottom's entirely too crowded. Until next week on the Ed and Lady D show, Bye-bye now.